We're going to talk about some of your pain points that I've been hearing and my pain points as well. I'm going to start off talking about trousers and waistlines and how that restriction can be particularly uncomfortable in the summer when it's hot and our bodies have expanded from water retention and so on. So instead of those tight trousers with belts that you're tugging on and tugging in and constricting you, we have got chic options. I have been noticing some fantastic loungewear. Now, hear me out. These are beautiful kind of sets. You can make a set. And I found a brand in the UK and a brand in the USA that are really knocking leisure wear out of the park. And I just think that if you've got yourself, say, some pull-on tie-waist joggers. Now, joggers, note, are not with an elasticated bottom now. More a yoga style of what we would call in the past the yoga pants, are quite a wider leg, but they're still sort of tie waist or elasticated waist to the top. Pair that with a matching t-shirt or a matching sweatshirt. Get sets. You can get thin weight, thicker weight. You can get a variety of colours. You can mix and match the colours. It's a bit like pick and mix, but for clothes. And having said we aren't looking at the elasticated ankle anymore, if you do prefer a narrow ankle, there are options, sort of more tapered shapes within, say, a zip at the side for some detail. Now take, for example, this beautiful oatmeal sweatshirt. You can then pick and mix. Buy it on its own, just buy the sweatshirt, or pick and mix and trousers to go with it in the same colour. Or maybe get it in navy. So what I've done for the UK is put together a list that you can just press in the description box and just go and do your own pick and mix. So in the UK, my list has come from Crew Clothing. It's not the same as J. Crew, my US audience, it's not. It's a different brand in the UK, nothing to do with J. Crew. But Crew Clothing is on a lot of our high streets, and yeah, never really mentioned them in videos. But honestly, they have got the most superb loungewear. Then in the States, Haven. On the Talbot website, Haven. Again, pick and mix. Fabulous shapes, fabulous colours, fabulous assortment. Choose your colour, pick and mix the trousers and tops to go together to make yourself these lounge suits that you can then wear in the house, wear out, wear to the shops, wear to the gym. And remember, monochrome is elongating, it's slimming. I always think monochrome anyway does look chic and stylish and looks more expensive somehow, doesn't it? But take these trousers and the lightweight t-shirt, or pair it with a sweater, or if you wanted to, swap out those lightweight trousers for a more heavyweight trouser. Another pain point I know, and I believe you know as well, is our bras. And you know, a few weeks ago I mentioned that I was really struggling in getting bras that actually do the job. But I have found a brand that I'm really pleased, I can say, are doing the job for me. Comfelli. They approached me. I agreed because I actually thought, yes, I am on the hunt for a bra I can trust. So I'd love to test them. And Conflli are sponsoring this portion of the video. I can report back that I absolutely adore them. Do you know why? My eyes have really been opened in looking at the website, understanding the thought and design and detail and technology that has gone into their products. I had not realised that designing bras was so complex, so complicated, and there was so much technology involved. And this is why we've had so many failures, because I'm sure those ones that we're buying in the shopping malls on the high street are just bits of triangle material shoved together with a little bit of padding and a little bit of underwire. So my pain points, well, you got the drooping if it's not firm enough, a harsh seam often along here. You've got one that's been washed twice and now it's misshapen. The stuffing inside it is misshapen. I mean, I gave up on underwear a long time ago because it's so uncomfortable. But then if you get a floppy material like this is supposed to support you, it doesn't. You've got thin straps. I mean, if you want support, you need support underneath and you need to be pulled up from the top. So what good's that? Look at this here. Look, can you see the ridges? No way you look chic in that. So what I'm now wearing is a zero gravity Sculpt wireless bra. And what a better look with this t-shirt. I've deliberately chosen the Amazon Basics t-shirt because a lot of us have them. They're a good basic, they last for years and years, and they're cheap. So can we make a cheap t-shirt look good? Yes, we can. So much better, isn't it? Now I have this one I'm wearing it here in oyster pink. I am in the UK a 34B Marks and Spencer's, and I've ordered small in all of these that I'm trying on, and they are a perfect fit. Now I've got this one in black so I can actually show you what it looks like. So it's got super stretch. Do you know why? Because it's got up to 43% elastane in it, as opposed to the industry average, which is about 15%. Wide wings at the side here, side panels. So it comes right up to there. So there's no armpit flesh hanging over the top there. Plenty of hooks to do it up, and also it comes with an extension as well. There's obviously there's the 3 rows of hooks, a wide strap that is going to give you the support you need, or give me the support I need, I'm hoping. And that's the aim, and also that is quite a firm strap. Now the lightest bra is the Airlight, and I have got an Airlight here with scalloped edges, again thin. Look at that, you see, I'm not going to get that harsh line show through a t-shirt because that is such a thin edging. The material, it has 10,000 holes for breathability. I wore this yesterday out and I put it on this morning. I mean, now I'm wearing these bras, these are my bras. Now I'm showing you the Airlight in almond. It's a lovely t-shirt. This material is very lovely and drapey. But if you have the wrong bra, you end up seeing quite a lot of seam and harsh lines. Well, I wanted to try this bra with a t-shirt to see if that would happen. I have found my t-shirt saviour, and this one is called the Zero Gravity Sculpt Plunge Mesh Bra in a colour I selected called Blue Fog. Has mesh around the edging here, so you can see again how much better my figure is, much better in one of these bras. Now Conflli are very excited because they're going to have a couple of runway shows in New York, and they're going to be showcasing their technology. Adaptive X trademark, that's trademark, cross-bonding technology. And that is an internal map that supports your natural curves, adapts to your shape and holds everything in place. And the other technology they're showcasing in their runway shows, 3D Arc Internal Support System. That sounds like something from an airline, but honestly, when you think of an airline, what it's got to carry, the fuselage, the strength, the lift. Hey, can anyone see the similarity here? Anyway, this 3D arc support system technology is absolutely genius. Mimics the natural arc of your bust to give lift, shape, stability without digging and compression. This technology is all hidden in the layers of the bra. You don't know what's going on there. You don't know looking at it. All this technology is going on, giving you that support you need. But it's working. Of course, there's going to be a discount for you. Now the prices are already reasonable. Right, a quick change back into a shirt, but look, I've still got the blue one on that I was trying on just now. In a video last week, I talked about footwear and I did get quite a lot of positive feedback. Many of you found that very useful. 2 highlights were how much you also, if you wear the Clarks Breeze flip-flops or Cloud Steppers, I think it's the same thing, just have different names. You don't just have one pair. You end up with a wardrobe of them in different colours. I've got 2 pairs. Absolutely, totally recommend those. These aren't, you're not going to wear them to a restaurant or a cafe. They're great for sightseeing, they're great for shopping, they're great for going in the garden, wearing around the house in the summer. That everyday type of use where you can get away with wearing a flip-flop. The other feedback that I got that you found useful was the fact I showed you closed toe options. So I did mention trainers, I mentioned my Hoff, I mean I'll link the video here for you, you can go and see it in more detail, but I mentioned my Hoff City trainers that I love and my Victoria Berlin trainers. I also mentioned some espadrilles that I have just bought that cost me about £79, and they are ones I saw in a newspaper, recommended because the Princess of Wales wears them, and other royals I think wear them because they're doing a lot of walking in the summer and they're comfortable. They give them the height, the elegance, the chicness, and I thought when I read that article I thought, oh, I need those. I need height, I need chicness. I'll link them for you. But I like them because there's a bit of a platform as well as a heel, which means that actually the heel doesn't feel so much like a heel because you're already raised with the platform, if you see what I mean. They always seem a bit more comfortable, don't they? Platform heel. So it's a nice wedge, attractive. You're supported in the heel there, you've got a closed toe there, but because it's Hessian type material, cottony material, there's give there, you see? So if you've got bunions and so on, and your feet are in awkward shape, you've got that give from the material. Very comfortable. I wore them yesterday out. Now, I said in the last video, I'm not going to wear these walking a mile, but do you know what? I walked a couple of miles in them yesterday. Not only that, I danced in the street as well. Yes, I did. I know, it might sound odd. I was with another Instagrammer, and I said, we were having lunch together, and I said, how about we just do a bit of little bit of dancing in the street for a reel? So our husbands took some film of us as we were doing this. Anyway, these were comfortable. Walking half a mile up to a restaurant, walking half a mile or so back, doing the dancing and so on as well. I highly recommend it if you want an elegant, chic, closed-toe sandal for the summer. We do, I believe, also think we need, in the summer, a lovely straw, natural fibres, you know, there's that natural colour, that straw colour, light and airy tote bag. Why? Because we're visiting people. We're going to barbecues. We are taking wine and so on with us to the barbecues. Maybe a potted flower of some sort. Maybe we're taking dessert. That might even fit in the tote. Some meringues, some strawberries. Just don't let them leak. More functionally, we might want a hat. We might want sun cream, as well as our makeup, as well as the normal winter things like makeup, your purse, your cards, your phone. You're taking along sun cream, water, sunglasses, perhaps two, because you need your reading glasses, and also you need to see the menu, you know. And also your sunglasses so you're looking chic because you're looking around. Bare shoes. Maybe you're going to be wearing something that's a little uncomfortable on the feet when you're in the venue or the place you're going to. So you want to be wearing Birkenstocks or Clarks or, flip-flops or trainers to get there. You need space in your bag. So a tote seems to be so much more useful in the summer and so much more essential. But not only that, they actually make the outfits look great as well, as long as we're getting this sort of natural, light, area, beach vibe bag. So I'm linking some down in the description box for you because there are some fantastic options around. In the UK, you guys have recommended one available currently in Fat Face, so I'll link that. And also in the States, I found you Bloomingdale's and Talbots, and I'll link those down below for you. Now, if you're enjoying this video and it's giving you information you're finding useful, then please do subscribe. About 50%, maybe more, of my viewers watch regularly but actually haven't subscribed. Now, subscribing is absolutely free, but what it does, it helps me get to 100,000. When I get to 100,000, I can have one of those silver plaques. When I get one of those silver plaques, I can say to my children, look what Grandma's done. Look what Mum's done. And my little baby granddaughter, look what Grandma's done. So you'll be helping me a great deal if you actually just press that button, totally free, subscribe. We are going to look far less of a hot mess if we are wearing natural materials. So look for those cottons and those linens as well. And there are some fabulous ones as well. Now, in the States, I would point you once again to Haven. And have you ever heard me mention them before in a video? No, Talbots, yes, but I haven't looked at the Haven pieces before. But there's some lovely ones for the summer, linens and cottons. And in the UK, I would say crew clothing, but I find the linen and cottons and crew clothing aren't as chic and expensive looking as the loungewear I found earlier on. There's a lot of pattern. So if you like pattern, there is a 40%, I think it's 40% discount, so I'll put that link in below for the discounted range. Other than that, I think your place to go for your basic, neutral, stylish linen is Nobody's Child. But I do love this really feminine tank top. Love the bows at the top. And you know, the Comfelli bra, that's going to look fantastic. And the bow, I think the bow is just such a feminine touch to this neutral colour. And this relaxed fitting top I think is fantastic as well. I really have been admiring these two for a while. And it's got attractive back detail. Looking at crew clothing in the UK, I think this slub t-shirt is great in cotton, and it comes in a variety of colours. So that one is a yes to me at Crew Clothing. And then of course, white t-shirt. Favourite white t-shirt at the moment is the waist, they call it cropped, I think, these cropped boxy crew neck white t-shirts. I've seen one at Mint Velvet. Had a good look at it yesterday, felt the material and so on, so looking and feeling it, I think the Mint Velvet one's really, really good. I know from wearing that I'm loving the one from COS that you guys recommended to me. Moving on to my next absolute summer essential would be, for looking chic and cool and relaxed, hat. Yeah, but not just any hat. No, we need sun protection. And this is not sponsored, well, it is sponsored, it's sponsored by Conflli. But I am going to mention here coolie bar hats, because I have been buying coolie bar hats for years. I don't buy them every year. I bought them about 10 years ago, I bought 3, of which I still have one. The reason I like coolie bar hats is because, well, they come from Australia, that's one thing, but they're available online, so I can link them for you. But they are designed to protect us from the UV rays. So this is one I absolutely adore. It comes on holiday with me. They do some foldable ones, and I am going to get myself a foldable one with big wide brim, which is handy for packing. But what I've been doing over the last few years is taking this away with me, and for packing, I'm not going to fold it because it's not foldable, that would ruin it. And what I do is put it in the suitcase like that. So that's the bottom of the suitcase, and I just use it as a bucket and put other things inside it. So it's actually not taking up space, and it also then putting things in it holds its shape, and then I'm packing clothes around it anyway. It looks so stylish as well, so I'm going to link these for you too. But I said that's had about 10 years. Another hat you might want to consider is a foldable hat. This is not coolie bar. In fact, I don't even know what brand. Oh, Rachel Zoe, you know, the which I got in a Rachel Zoe box, obviously. But I found this hat very, very handy. Look at it, it's floppy. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily stylish, to be honest, because of all this floppiness and it's hanging over my face. You can't even see my face. Actually, you might say that that's actually a good thing. But maybe it needs ironing up a bit or something, I don't know. Maybe it's not supposed to be quite as floppy as that. But still, this is a handy one that I just put in a tote bag. If I'm going up to London, I know it might be a hot day, I might be sitting there in the sunshine a lot, I will put this in my tote bag just so as I've got it there in case I do need it. And it, look, you see, it just folds. Isn't that easy? Now, as I mentioned earlier on, I did do a video that includes a lot more on summer shoes, but also other aspects of summer mistakes, dressing mistakes, wearing mistakes, and so on that we can make in the summer. And that video is here for you, so I'll see you over there.